round 8 and 9 of the Master Grafix GT3 League, presented by Full Throttle Racing. I don't know what camera pan we've got on at the moment, but we've got a lovely close-up of absolutely nothing. Let's go on around the track. Hope everyone's well. Let me do my quick due diligence and share the links, so all you lovely people out there can hear my horrendous voice. Right, there we go, that's that posted there. Hello, hello, hello. You got one watcher. We'll hopefully have a few more. Right, well, good evening and welcome. It's going to be a hot ticket tonight. It was a really eventful last week, and this week is going to be nothing but that as well. I do love this track, I have to admit. It is solely a Gran Turismo track here at, I'm going to pronounce it now, Aerodrome Lago, oh blimey, it's such a weird name. Maggiore? I'm just going to call it Lago Maggiore. I think it just sounds better like that, Lago Maggiore, instead of the crazy aerodrome that it is. But yes, here we are. It's a really mad track. There's a famous corner that I love called, well, I'd like to dub it the half pipe, or at least the quarter pipe, because it's not actually a half pipe. Let's call it the quarter pipe for this track. But for now, let's see how everything's getting on and go over the current standings in the field. So, currently on board with our man Harry Green, or H Racing Green. I will flip between the two names tonight, so please try and keep up. In the Audi, he's in the Audi, what am I saying, forgive me, he's in the Toyota Supra. It's the Asus which threw me. He is storming the lead currently, 111. Second, Edwards with the Porsche, 85 points, followed by McEwen in the BMW. Let's get all these guys on the track here actually, so I can get it nice and viewable. Why is my settings not already done? I apologise everybody already. So let's get on board with everyone else already. So, second place, Lewis Edwards. Is he on pit board as of yet? Yes, he is. There he is. Vulcan is the name of Lewis Edwards. He is in second with 85, down to McEwen, who is also in the pits there with the BMW on 73. Ethan Graham on 62. I can't see him. Why can't they all just be close together on this system so it's nice and easy for me? They are not. There he is, right at the bottom there with the Jaguar. And then we've got Bobby Bristow with the Track Addict Lamborghini. Bobby Bristow, Track Lamborghini. Xavier McIntosh, Adam Piper, Brian Monaker. I don't know why I'm mispronouncing things so badly today, and Daniel Milano, followed by Jay Hardy, Nathan Rombus, and then Connor Heron at the bottom. But there has been some changes for tonight. Some of the drivers can't make it. We have got substitutes, so bear with me while I pull that information up as well. So, as we start to qualifying. So in for Rombas tonight is the first of our replacements. Is here Thomas W769, but he is known as Thomas Walsh. We will go by Thomas Walsh or Walsh tonight. Hopefully I'll remember that. Good evening, Thomas. He is driving the Supra. Love that car. Such power, such handling, but such poor fuel and grip. So it takes a good bit of tact, but also some definite cojones to drive that car. In for Hardy as well tonight is a guy that I see in many of the other leagues that I commentate on for Full Racing. It is Big Inny. is our man. He is in the BMW tonight. Is he in the BMW tonight? I am in the right thing as to BMW. Andy White is his full name, so we'll be keeping an eye on him there. As well as that, we have also got my co-commentator, who should have been joining me tonight, but is off skiving racing. His Evil Dragon XXL, or Liam. You forgive me, Liam, got a fog in my throat there, but he is, look at that, I have to admit, you did pick the better colour for that livery. I do love that, it's a bit sexy, that Viper. Then last but not least, our last fill-in for tonight is Leon Walsh, Placenta Denta. Where is he? Another guy who is a bit of a veteran at the full throttle scene. He's in multiple leagues and in multiple races, and he doesn't do too bad in them either, so hopefully we can see a bit of him tonight. He is also sporting that Viper along with Mr. New, or Evil, for tonight's race. Well, it is very squirrely underfoot. Right, so we are into qualifying. Let us see how things are getting on as we are getting up to the end of the first flying, or the out lap. And we are now watching Placenta Denta on his first lap round for his first split on the softs. Track, really fun little track, I do love it. Hard breaking down for this really short little chicane. And then straight down here, fly through this corner, drop it down a gear, break down again. Hit that apex nice and early, get down that hill. And down into this really brilliant, I love this corner, it's such a brilliant corner. Fly down the hill, get maximum momentum, try and break as late as possible, carry a wide line round through it, then tuck in real hard there, second gear, plough it up that hill. Lovely little track this, I have to admit, I do like this, I get in the flow on this track quite easily, and it's such fun little elements to it. As we see, breaking down into third here, feathering the throttle all the way up through the gears, fourth. Now flat up in the fifth, holding it down through all these gears and head down towards my favourite corner of this track, which I am going to call the quarter pipe, and you'll see why in a second, because you fly down this hill and literally go up and back round again, heavy braking in the third, catch latest apex as possible so you can be straight on that road there, not specifically shown there by an RT Bobby unfortunately. And then you go into these sections of left and right, push hard, late brake down into these sets of corners, try and keep the momentum round, and try and keep it in third if you can do. Depends, some cars here that drop in a second. Hammer around this corner, lift off a little while coming down this hill, and then send it round, and that will make one lap of this an absolutely mad track. And it is an absolutely mad track, I do love it. And let's see how everyone is getting on with qualifying times now. Well, Harry Racing Green. Don't know if he needs to enter the racing part. He's just Harry Green or Green. It's not actually put in a time as of yet. Sorry, I looked at it as in first. I don't know how he is first there, but he is first for some reason. And followed up by that is Liam in second. Big Innie just jumped up into third. Thomas in fourth. Brilliant entry from him there. The Super Concept racing car. Rotary fifth. Bobby sixth. Mr. New was seventh, but now eighth. Conrad just jumps up into seventh spot. Placenta Denta in ninth. Adam Piper in 10th. So Walsh in 9th. Piper in 10th. Monaco. You know what? I'm going to get to send me a message announcing that. So make sure I get that correct, because I'm an absolute idiot. But Brian in 11th still. Then followed by Vulcan, which for some reason is down in 11th. I don't know why. Possibly not put in a decent time as of yet. Seems that way. And then we've got him, Jokerman, and Harry Green, which haven't actually put a time in yet. Let's make sure they do so, because there is only 2.5 minutes left. So you could probably get one more lap in. Or two if they are lucky. On board with Adam Piper at the moment. Try and push as hard as he can in that BMW. Scraped a few more seconds off this last lap as he takes that corner with sheer ferociousness, using all the track there. Very much like Bobby behind him, using all the track there, and he went all over the place. Really good time by Adam Piper there, shaved 2 seconds off his previous track. That's going to really help him out there. Let's see what he's jumped up to. He's jumped up to the 6th after qualifying there. Everyone currently really hitting the sort of 55s, 56s, and then into the 57s. Not really more than 2 seconds in it at the moment. Still waiting for a clean lap from Joker Man and Harry Green. Hopefully we're going to see that now. Again, it's not giving him a time. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose. Start from the back of the grid or not. But Mr. Green has not got a time on as of yet, which I thought he would want to do so. Current fastest lap at the moment is Liam. Stomping the lead there with a 55.3, but look how close Big Innie is there with the 55.38. Literally 88 thousandths of a second there, which is pretty impressive. Look at that. Look at the distance between 1st and 6th position. There's literally not more than half a second in that. That is absolutely phenomenal. Then moving down, slight gaps there with 7th with Mr. Moncari. Then Comrade, followed by Evil, followed by Placenta, followed by Joker Man, and then Harry Green. I don't know why those two are not putting in times as of yet, but there we go, it's up to them. That is their preference, as they say. Oh no, went the wrong way with that. Sorry, I was just trying to remember the name for our guys here, and look at that. He's got a time in, and he's managed to squeeze one better than Liam at the top there. So Harry Racing Green managed to squeeze back up onto the top, the 155.1, really well there. So everyone now comes in on their last lap. While I do that, I will actually go over team standings currently in this league. Sorry, I don't mean to speak slowly. I'm trying to multitask, and as a man, that's terribly hard for me. So currently, thanks to Edwards and McIntosh in the Porsche, they are currently ruling the FTR Season 13 team standings. Then second is the Excite BMW guys of Piper and Edwards with 123 points. Third is the Asus Toyota guys of Green and Rombas, who is being replaced by our fill-in driver here of, not H Green, I do apologise, of Thomas W down here. I do apologise there. Then Silk Cut Jaguar with Graham and Milano. Again, Milano being replaced tonight. Track Addict Racing with Bristow and Hardy. Hardy also being replaced tonight. And then Moncari Jaguar with Moncari and Heron in last with 31 points. Hopefully they can get a bit better. They had a really good battle last week, so I don't understand why they have not got more team points there, but I suppose it's all where you place in these races. So GT3 League standings going into this is going to be excellent. Race time. first place in Vulcan, actually squeezing the last minute qualifying match. Spectacular out of second, so well done to him getting into first place. Racing in second, followed by Liam in third. And they're off. And it's a hard flat before you catch yourself moving so hard into this first set of chicanes, because there will be fun, and it will happen. So far, everyone managing to keep their cool through that, even though it was at points 3 to 4 cars wide. And they are still pushing the ball out of the rotary. So tight around this corner. Again from wide. Oh, and it has enough. There go Bigini. Unfortunately, he's out and he's in the back of the pack there. Sorry, my man. Catch back up. He's off that throttle. To get back on board here. Vulcan still holding first place. Liam still in second. And NRT Robbie squeeze in there. Hardy should squeeze in there. Should get into a good position there. Really well done by him. Mr. Brewster. As we go down the pack here, going to keep up. Future corners to come. Let's go back down this pack, and it all made around that corner. Got a massive gap between back through here. Just beginning right there. It is just beginning right side of that Lexus. So the Lexus is from BMW. It sounded far too nice. Back to back. Kerry. Two Dodges of Mr. Walsh. They're being absolutely done by Brian. He's going to do it on the inside. He is. Can he make it hold around the second corner? No, he has got the outside line. He has kept it in front. And that's the second the next. But really well done there. Jumping up from 12th place into 10th there, which is too good. Really well done. Taking over those two teams. He's been good in the pack. As we watch now with Thomas Walsh was absolutely double change. Has actually got speed on Lewis there, but Lewis, don't know what happened there. I don't know if that was meant to be done. I don't think it was, because he's now obviously didn't see the driver there, and now they go side by side as they go literally drag straight down towards the core pipe. Leo's getting constantly harassed. I think Bristow in the background there with that, it's putting on his best luck around that corner. They are now back to 1, 2, 3 again. What they're going to have to just one lap of this track. It's going to take these corners, just dab on it around this track, and then dab it off the apex of this corner. Should go too far again. Leo get the inside line and hold it round here. It down to the straight. He has done. He's going to push up the first position. Hold it there, third gear, wait to put the hammer down. Right down this hill, let off the gas, spinning down the brakes and chuck it in. Not too hard to spin right to the other side there. We've got three of them really sticking it. With that, Lewis Edwards back into third, Bristow into second. Ewan up into first position, so really well done all that. BMW driver there, and Bobby under pressure from Lewis. He will be. Put that first position back. First position back. He's looking at it as his possession. With that, he's got to watch out for the lights. Rotary. He's just down into third position. Out of light. Lots of clear. Jump up to seventh. Super has pushed up into good position. He wants to make sure his contributions from last week are repeated in this week's set events. His teammate, Tom Walsh, Tom Walsh is in 7th there. I'm getting him to apologise. He's in 7th there, chasing down Adam Piper. So it's all go for this top half of the field. I'm going to jump back down to the bottom half here, as you can see. The likes of Big Inny. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. That would stop him. I'm trying to remember his actual name. I want to say Big Inny. I want to actually say his proper name. because at the moment everyone in this top 5, I'll just go back and double check this. Let's not even talk about it. It's the top 10 now. No one else has, apart from Beginning, who has actually just jumped into the pits. Everyone at the moment is on softs. No one has taken the mandatory 5 laps. It's 5 laps in this race. They need to take on hard yet. So everyone's still fighting on softs, apart from possibly Beginning, who has gone into the pits and come back out. And he has come back out on hards. Topped up on that fuel, come back out on hards, get that 5 laps out of the way, and see if he can make it back up on the softs. Thinking of exact situation. As for that, the top echelon fighter out as Bobby tries to look to the side of Lewis, and has got in there. He's undone in there. He's being held up by Liam, and he has done. Lewis now drag, racing Bobby down to his next few corners. Graham looking just behind to capitalise on the mistakes the pair of them make and leapfrog the ball. Green sit patiently in the wings as well. Stepping forward with Bobby, who's under pressure from Rotary. Sorry, from Vulcan, I do apologise. And the Rotary the Lamborghini is not. Let's just time this race. Look how close Green is up behind Rotary. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. He has made his manoeuvre on the inside. That was the outside. If he holds it for long enough, it will become the inside again. He can hold it off. But he's not letting him get that extra ground. He's playing holding his position well in that Jaguar. Heading off the Supra of Harry Green. Now, it looks like Bobby has got back in front of Vulcan into second position. Liam's still holding off on first. He's still got first podium position, but he's still getting the rest. He's not going to manage to make a massive gap between. He's going to break down slowly back into this corner in third gear. Plan it on, Bedford through here, fourth gear. Slowly planting back down this corner. So you're flat through here, then you're flat through the next corner. Down towards the half pipe. Quarter pipe, I can't call it a quarter pipe. And Bobby's going to the inside line. There's nothing Liam can do here now. Bobby trying to make him give up that position. He's had to. But has he pushed too hard? No, he hasn't. Really well done there by Bobby. Like I say, this corner's here. Liam, keep yourself open for attack. Can't defend those types of things. This one you've just got to hold him through and then see if you can take that one back. So now Bobby up into first, Liam in second, Lewis with Ray fourth, Green in fifth, Walsh in sixth, Piper in seventh, Xavier in eighth, Carey ninth, and then New 10th. White 11th. Next we had got up into 10th position, and then in 12th. Get back on board with this first. This Lamborghini is making some. First of has Adam Piper, so it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to come back out on. Bobby doing a sterling job of making it a second gap between him and second place of McEwen. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't at the same time. I reckon that inside BMW team. Back out on softs and give himself a full tank as well. Mr. Piper also came back out on softs and a full tank. At the moment it's only been Mr. White that has gone out in that really lovely Cyberpunk Lexus. Come back out on cars to get his 5 laps out of the way, so that could really work out in his favour. Get back and they are all diving in now, everyone heading in, first, second, fourth, fifth, sixth, everyone's coming in. First one's dived, they've all dived. So we can get back on board now. The best thing to get back on board now would be Harry. So that's a thought. I don't care, he's going to have to pit. And Harry, because he's already pit, he is now leapfrogged himself back up into second position. Really well done there. His teammate shortly just behind him. And we will check to see who's come out on what. Harry Green wasn't second, I do apologise, just third. But look what's happened there. Bobby keeping his 2.5 gap on Liam McEwen. And Harry Green now in third position, so he's actually leapfrogged the space. And oh my days, what's happening on that corner? They are now going forward is here. Rotary is side by side with Vulcan. Through upstairs, downstairs, and up this corner, as it really does. Big chunky downstairs, and have to climb all the way back upstairs. Vulcan's made that stick, held that spot as they come through this S section. Dabbing on and off the throttle in fourth gear, planting it back down through by these, and Adam Piper all over the back on Rotary. Vulcan looking to see if he can take Walsh. Have to watch this, see what happens. Rotary does have the inside line, tries to make it stick, he does. Does he push it too much? He doesn't. Really well done there by Lewis Edwards. In that Porsche has managed to stick it up into fourth position. They want to catch up with Harry Green here. I never actually did catch back up to see who's got what, and you know what, I'm very surprised about this. Bobby's gone onto the hards already. But credit to him, he's still holding that 2.5 and holding up to 1.7 seconds, so it's not held him off too much, the hards there, as Harry is on softs. And Liam, yeah, as I thought as well, he is also on hards as well, so they're both trying to get that hard stick out of the way. All of them dropping in on lap 9, coming in on lap 10, so they'll need to be on these until at least lap 15. Big Giddy can get away with it, he can probably change them over on probably lap, I'm going to say lap 13 probably, or 12. Is being completely hunted down now by Harry Green. There's not much he can do. The hard tyres just do not give you the grip and the traction compared to the soft tyres. And you will best driver in the world, but you will not be able to take on a similar car on softs, especially that Supra. But you can make it difficult for him, and this is what Bobby is doing. He does not want to give this away to Green. He wants to make it work. Green's going to have to. Bobby's saying, look, I'm going to stick to this right-hand side. Use my drag if you need to. No, try to possibly go against. No, I need to give up. I need to give up and let Harry Green take that first position there. That's what he will do. Well done. But again, credit where credit is due. What a gap between him and second place Liam, now up to 2.4 seconds between second and third position. As Harry Green now makes plans to just absolutely gallop off into the distance. So we'll leave him to do so and work down the field and see what's going on. Liam currently under a lot of stress and angst from Lewis Edwards in that Porsche. Also on hard tyres, no he's not, he's on softs. So he's going to attack, and he's going to try and take him on. He's going to have that slip down the straight here, and he's going to have the inside line into the chicane. He has Lewis McEwen let him have that, gave him the bit of space that he needed, knew he couldn't take him. It's on the hard tyres, he had to let him through. Once your stint is on, back on softs, he's still got the hard to go, so it's the gamble you've got to take. Chasing Liam down now is his teammate Adam Piper. Adam Piper also on the softs, so Liam gives way to his teammate here. Nice teamwork. Don't want to muck anything up, even let things through. Liam just staying in the slip of Adam Piper there, trying to maximise lap time around this track on the hards. Down to Xavier. He's still on the softs as well. He's normally up the field in 8th. Not joking, man. Today he's not got the best day for him, it seems. Went down the field even further. New to this week is Thomas Walsh, and he's also on hard, so he's taken that slower spot, and that's probably why he's down in 7th. I'm going to assume the same thing for Rotary as well, and I'm right, because he is in 8th, which is a very unusual spot for him. And Big Innie, who is on these hards the longest, has actually managed to pit now and come back out, so that is his stint done. He can now start absolutely ragging the living bejeebus out of this thing. Hopefully not sacrificing too much time in the pits, and catch back up with the rest of the team. How's everyone else getting on? 2 dodges of Walsh and New in 11th and 12th. Good gap between them there. So I don't know if there's been a bit of spinach or anything going on. So let's catch back up with the top 5. Oh, Harry Green. 3 seconds. We left him at half a second. It's now 3 seconds between him and Bobby. Vulcan all over the back of Bobby now, obviously gonna be, because he's got the soft tyres compared to the hard tyres of Bobby. And we look at as we come down to the down and up. And like I say, it's a really hard corner to defend against, and especially if you've got different tyre compounds, and Vulcan just makes it so easy. I'll go through the inside, come on the outside of that corner. I've then got the inside for this set of S's coming up now. Dab down to 3rd, dab on 4th. Dab on 4th again here, and here we go, foot flat to the floor. And he's got 2nd position now. He's going to try and need to maximise as much space as he can get, possibly catching up to Harry. Everything now is to try and make this tyre change and this strategy work the best. I have to admit, I thought more people would stick on the hards earlier in the slot to see if it would work at the end. I think it will be their oncoming. I think get on it early, get out the softs as soon as possible for the rest of the race stint is your best strategy, but I don't race in the stint, I just commentate. There's a reason for that. Adam Piper there, up in the 4th, really well done. Joker Man up in the 5th. taking advantage of those softs, and everyone on the hards now starting to really drop back. Bobby only being the top one really in third position, and he probably will drop further. Liam McEwen back into sixth position, and that's where the guys on hards are sort of sitting at the moment. 6th, 7th and 8th, all on hards. Sorry, forgive me, everyone on hards lower than that, apart from Big Innie, who's now starting to try and climb back up this field. It has a big old gap between him and Brian, 19 seconds there. Let's get back on board where the action is. So we're pretty split up front here, so I'm going to get back off with the mid-back. Xavier in that Porsche looks going to hunt down Adam Piper. He's slowly catching him, slowly chewing away. You know, this might actually start working in his favour now. He's on the softs, he's got a good third of a tank left. He knows he can just run that tank to dry and then jump into the pits. The tyres will be changing by then. By that point there, I would assume most drivers would probably get onto the hards, but you never know, there could be the kamikaze few which might do a dip and dash and try and get onto those hards with the very last chance that they can, which will be on lap 18. You have to take them on lap 18 to qualify with those 5 tyres. And oh, Joker man getting a bit squirrely. Managing to make still slowly closing that gap down to 4.1 what am I on? 0.5 was a second, now it's half a second. Adam Piper giving us a flash with the cameras. Hello my good man. We have had Bobby jump in and Thomas jump in, both on 15, and I wouldn't blame them. Get back out on those softs and start chomping them away. Surprised Liam didn't jump in as well. He may have just missed that. I'm guessing he's going to go next lap. So it'll be interesting to see where these guys come out compared to 6th, 7th. Oh, they've missed it. Interesting stuff. Loads of fuel from the looks of it. I'm trying to see where Liam came out. He came out. He had a DC and I've just not noticed it. No, Bobby's there. I do apologise. I don't know why I went so blind. Yes, he is. He's back on softs. Fuel tank full. Right. Time to start chewing away. Everyone else is going to have to pit above him. Everyone else is going to have to pit above him, and this is where he can make things happen. Massive gap there. I don't know if he's going to be able to leapfrog to Harry at the front, or possibly Vulcan, but he's definitely going to get in the top 3, top 5 with that. And Joker has made that manoeuvre on Piper since we've been looking away, trying to make as much gap with those softs as he can do. He's doing really well. Just see Liam dive in, needed to, it's out of fuel, and we need to get off those hards. Come on, Xavier. Hang in there. Piper giving him what for, all over the back of him. And to be fair, Xavier actually going to be able to take control a bit more of the situation, as Piper does seem to have a lot more wear on his front 2 tyres compared to that Porsche. Really does. So that Porsche can just go, you know what, I can afford to push. I've got a bit more grip than you. You're gonna start sliding, and he is. As for Harry Green, at the moment, still soldiering on. Interested to see if he wants to come back in after this, as we see him head down to the quarter pipe. Lovely late braking, high corner, turn in, push hard out. Vulcan just in the background there. Interested to see when those two will come in, as everyone at the moment in the top half has not gone on their hards as of yet, but everyone from 6th downwards has. Liam doing a brilliant job to come back out in 6th, just behind Bobby there. Not too much time between the two of them, only 2.7 seconds. That can be caught back up. And I think, you know, I think what I said earlier may be coming true. I think these guys are just going to try and hold out to that 18th lap, or end of this lap. They are super slippy here, as you see Harry here trying to control his car. Just can't put the brake pressure, can't put the pedal down. They can't. It's just swirling. Just doesn't have the grip. This is their plan. This is the plan. Stick it out to lap 17. Get onto those hards and hope that you've cemented your position. The problem is, Bobby is going to try and chomp away at that gap. And he has set the fastest lap here with a 1:55.034. Literally just set that lap, so he is on absolute fire here. He's in his swing and he's hunted those guys down. I don't think they've got enough time. I think it could be their downfall. But you know what? We shall never know. Well, we will know. At the end of the race, we will know. We go back on with Harry here, going down the quarter pipe. Let's see what they do when they jump in. Big Innie's needed to jump in to get some more softs here. Him being on the earliest end, this is going to be his last lot until the very end. Absolutely rag those now. Possibly they need to get a full tank of fuel, but you know what, be safe, why not? Harry looking to come round the penultimate corner section. Surely he's going to come in. Surely. And he is. He is in. I'm going to assume Vulcan's next. He is. Joker Man, is he coming in as well? They are all coming in. Joker Man's coming in. Adam Piper's coming in. So where's Bobby? Bobby's not half behind him. He's only 23 behind them as they come through that last complex, dipping in 3rd gear. Waiting to push hard on as they come down the hill towards the start-finish straight. I'm not sure they're going to have enough time. And even if they do, they're going to be on hards. And they're going to be fresh. Harry is out of the pits. Bobby's flying down the straight. Where's he come out? Oh. 3rd position for now. Piper out into 4th. Fresh on hards. Liam, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he put off his teammate, but both Adam Piper, Joker Man there. I don't know if Adam Piper had. Did Adam Piper go on hards before? Did I miss that? I'm not sure. Need to double check that. Currently, Harry has managed to come back out on the hards as well as Vulcan, and they have got a good bit of a gap there, but 5 laps is a long time, and Bobby's in 3rd, and Bobby has got softs. So he has got pace compared to those guys, he's got grip compared to those guys. Liam, for some reason, dropped back down to 6th. I thought he'd be up there chasing down his coattails as well. So I don't know what's happened there. As he looks to try and take on Xavier, he's going to be able to do it quite easily again on this quarter pipe. When you've got different types of compound, it just makes it so easy. Up into 5th he goes. Bobby, 3rd position, trying to close down that 4-second gap between him and Vulcan. And it can be done. especially with the different compounds here. Chewing away at it already, 200th of a second gone. Squads like this that you really see the difference, that you're able to hold more time through there. And Adam Piper diving in. And getting those softs hards as soon as possible.
Done. I'm actually rooting for Bobby here. I'm hoping he gets a good place. He's done his position well, he's done his tactics well. He deserves to get something from this race, but at the moment that scooter and that Porsche are just so far in the distance. It seems just such an impossible feat. But who isn't? Now the back of that Porsche is starting to get a little closer to the Lamborghini of Bobby. He's chopped half a second away there. He has still got 4 laps left, so he has got a long ask and tall ask to do. Liam up into 4th, so I'll just get round Xavier, and Liam's now going to see if he can chase down Bobby and get himself a podium position as well. So it's all on for a podium hunt with these two. Anything battling further down the field that I should be aware of? Not at the moment. 2 Dodges of Walsh and New fighting it away round here, keeping it clean side by side. Bit too much control for some would say. Very twitchy back end. Having a good little laugh at the back, bless them. Let's get back on forward to the top. See what's going on. Oh no, I've just seen Vulcan must have hit the side there, or went off at least, because he is definitely dropping down a lot of time compared to Bobby. Just needs to regather himself. Only 3 laps left, still got 2 seconds to try and chew through. It's not possible to defend against. He needs to keep his composure. Harry Green, not seen too much of him. Absolutely glancing off into the distance there. Porsche managing to hold some gap here, 1.3 seconds, but it's in this corner section where the hard tyres do you down, and he's not going to be able to carry the same speed through as he's sort of dropping and playing with 3rd gear, where normally you'd be up into 4th. A bit harder down by now, so as you can see, it's 200th second off in those corners, and you're not going to get as fast as start straight line speed down to this corner as you would do from that. So he's now broken under at a second. Bobby closing down. Getting in his radar. Gap between him and Ewan, still 2 seconds. So Bobby now looking to see if he can get that podium, or higher podium than 3rd. Ewan wants to start and try and keep in the action, because if Lewis goes in for fodder, Ewan wants to make sure he can jump on his carcass as well. So here we go, getting into the last couple of laps, the last 3 laps. Half a second between Bobby and Lewis here, and that Lamborghini looking absolutely on form. It's really giving some hassle now. This is what you've got to give credit where credit is due. Lewis Edwards Vulcan is in that Porsche on hard tyres, and the fact that it's taken Bobby, a good driver, this long to be able to catch back up with him, and it only just taking on the softs on a corner where you can't really do too much defending on. And look at it, look at it. Lewis is still trying to defend against it. Just shows how good a driver he really is. It's just maybe possibly the wrong tactic, going off into that hard tyre to the very end. And with that, Bobby is up into second position. Lewis is down into third. McEwen is setting his eyes on that Porsche. Less than a second to go. As you can see, that can be chewed away within one lap. And many corners, including this one we're going round, the quarter pipe, are just impossible to defend against. You can defend against them, but one of you's got to come out with a pause, corner speed. Or if not, if you manage to hold on the guy behind you, someone else is going to completely leapfrog you, maybe 2/3 of a second behind you, and then with that, both of you lost your spot. So, very fun track, very hard track. And this is why I like this track, because it just keeps going. You can't let up. You've just got to keep attacking. Harry there in the distance. You can see Bobby thinking, I can get you. I've got 2 laps left now. I can do this. We're going to get back on board. McEwen, who's got this down to under a second. It's 0.8 of a second. And he's going to want to see what he can do now as he goes round this corner to the big up and down. And again, the exact same spot where Vulcan got taken last time. And again, you can't do anything to defend against this with the different tyres. But Liam just not close enough to be able to do anything about it at the moment. So just sit tight, keep working on that time that he's doing. He's got down to 0.8, 0.9. Next lap he can possibly do it. Next lap he might be able to get podium. That'll do some really good points for him and the team. Bobby is starting to chip away. There, but Vulcan is under full attack there from Liam. Vulcan taking the defensive inside line. Liam trying to take the outside line. McEwen having to play coy, having to play defensive. But this is it now. He's in biting distance. One slip here by Lewis, and he will get absolutely leapfrogged by McEwen. And the problem is, like I said, some of these corners just don't allow you to defend. And he's got him here. He has got him. He's got him through this last corner there on the inside, and that's dropped Lewis down to 4th position, and McEwen up into 3rd. So he's on a podium for this race. And Payne really, seeing as he started to some degree in 1st position for the majority of this race. We are on to the last lap. Harry Green still with a commanding 3.5 second lead. Bobby second, trying to chase that down. Big gap between him and the 3rd position with the BMW of McEwen. And then we've got Vulcan in 4th. The back marker there on the centre delta. Behind him, Thomas Walsh there in 5th. Harry's teammate, so that's going to do well for their points. Going to try and definitely put a chip in, help that team out that way. Joker Man trying to keep up with teammate Vulcan, getting good points as well there. Don't know what has happened to Paul Rowley tonight. We normally see a better form from this guy. He's normally challenging for those podium positions, but tonight he's in 7th position on the last lap. So I don't know what has happened to him there. Adam Piper as well with him. I'm going to guess Adam Piper's back here due to the fact he's on hards and not on the softs. Because of that reason he's struggling to keep up. Carey, 9th. Then we've got White in 10th. Let's get back to 1st position though. As he's still holding a 3.5 second lead here on hard tyres. with basically no fuel in the tank. He's going to keep going, and he's holding it, and he's going to take this first position. Well done, Mr. Green, as he comes down the start finish towards that checkered flag. There we go, congratulations. And Bobby, second position, well done to him, really well done. Third position for Liam McEwen, really good race for him there. I'm going to have to say Vulcan for fourth there, Ethan Graham, then Thomas Walsh fifth, Xavier sixth, and then Ethan Graham in seventh, followed by Adam Piper eighth, and like I said, Ryan ninth, White 10th, and then you 11th and 12th, Walsh. Really good, well done there, really well done. Good stint. I nearly lost my voice on that first race. Here we go. So, that's going to do brilliant for standings. I'm glad to say my driver for this race is going to have to be Bobby. He played it very well, used his tactics to the utmost ability, and has got that second position because of that. That's no stopping racing of Harry Green, because his pace just made it completely unbeatable. Good going for the pair of them there. Now next race, as we know, is only a sprint, so we'll be looking at maybe 8 to 10 laps, but this will be done in reverse order. So Mr. Green here will be starting in last, then second to last will be Bobby, then third to last will be Mr. Liam McEwen in third currently, and that was how we start the second stint. We'll go from there. Bear me 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. As of yet, it's taken ages to do so. I think we've got to wait here for Evil Dragon to go over the line. There we go, at last. That is the end of the first race. Good racing there, Mr. Green. Up one spot there from your second spot where you started. Commiserations to other drivers, congratulations to the other ones. There we go. Right. Why is the laptop telling me things I don't need to know at this moment in time? I don't know. Right. Got Illusion asking if you can start for a sprint. Well, good evening anyone and everyone. I've not actually said anything about our amazing sponsors, Master Graphics. Please go check them out. They are our sponsors of these races, for at least the GT3 races. Say hello to the guys, go look on their Facebook site. Lovely chaps. I missed how many laps that was there, that was annoying. 9 laps, there we go. So some stuff. Can't. Okay. We're going to have the pleasure of Illusion joining us for this 9-lap stint race. He's going to take the second Silk Cut Jag and see if he can help Mr. Ethan Graham in the first one there. Unfortunately, his teammate Daniel Di Milano, was I know Super Tan, is not helping him, or he's not available tonight, so he's going to step in his place for this sprint and go that way. We are just waiting on this to start. I think we've got everyone here. No, we haven't. We've not got. No, we haven't got Illusion. We are missing one person. Then we are looking for that magic number 13.
Am I going completely to Lally? Or is this? We seem to have lost Bruce Edwards. No, he's there. We managed to gain 2 more people, but still only have 12 people. I don't know how that's worked. I don't know how that's worked. That's some type of magic that I just cannot fathom. So what have we got here? It's a beginning Thomas Walsh. That's who we're missing. Fair enough. That'll push our numbers up to 14 for this last stint. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all goes. And we catch up with Illusion. Both Illusion and Rusty GT3 seem to be joining us for the second stint. Good evening, both of you two. Both sporting the Silk Cut Jag. So don't know how many Silk Cut Jags there are out there at the moment. At least 2, or possibly 3 now. Depending on where Rotary is. There he is. There we are. 3 Silk Cut Jags out on this racetrack tonight. Beginning up is now out in the Lexus, and now we're just waiting on Thomas Walsh to join his teammate. We've got a message. Has Harry won yet? How did you know? Yes, he has. He has definitely won. He won the first race. I was gonna say quite comfortably, but it was good tactics which has put him out there, and he managed to hold his own. So yeah, he took a victory in the first race with a 3.5 second gap. So well done to him. So he's going to be starting from the back of this track this time for racing, and we'll see how he actually fares, having to make his way through the pack. I think this man will just find it a challenge. So the question is, what are people going to be on for this 9-lap stint? Are they going to try and push it on softs? Are they going to try and keep it on mediums? Mediums I'm seeing on some people. One person is all I'm seeing the mediums on. Everyone else is going for the softs. Everyone feeling much braver than Mr. Piper at this moment in time. Doesn't mean he's not going to jump back in and change that though. Does not mean he's not. He's going to give us a flash again. Hello, Mr. Piper. As we wait for this second stint to start. Like I say, if you have got a chance to see our sponsors, Master Graphics, go check out their Facebook page. Really good guys, graphic design to the max. Go if you go to our Facebook page or follow our links on YouTube, you will find them there. Also, if you're enjoying this video, please give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe, hit that alarm bell. Let us know that you're listening, let us know you care. I'm just some poor old man hiding away in a room in the middle of the UK. Location cannot be disclosed. For your safety, not mine. Oh dear, right. Currently watching Rusty. To speed on this track, and at the moment only doing 57, and we both know that's at least 2 seconds too slow, so hopefully it's going to be a bit more cleaner for him. And we are off to the start of this split. Round 9 from Lago Maggiore, the Master Graphics GT3 9-lap stint. So we're on board now with the 2 Dodges of Walsh and New, who started first and second last race, and they're off. The forgot to mention the second stint starts as a rolling start, so you do not get the carnage of the beginning, which does make it that a bit more harder for the guys at the back there. So you can still see coming down that hill before they even get near the start finish line. And Walsh there making a bit of a making a bit of a boo-boo. What's going on? Holding his line though. Hughes trying to hold off against White. White wants to come round the back of him. And we are at least 4-3 wide into that corner there. Good God, everything's going on. How's the back coming up? Rusty GT holding up there. Eagle Dragon trying to fend off Big Innie. Big Innie taking nothing for it, trying to push too hard up that hill. He's got the inside line. Has made it go. He's up in the second. Let's get back down. Ethan Graham up in the fourth. Better position for him here. Getting the pressure heavily by that Porsche behind him. Xavier really getting the pressure there. Is he going to try and make a manoeuvre on the inside of this corner? No, he's making a manoeuvre on you. But Rory's not watched that. He's then lost the inside line to Xavier. And it's then going to be a brilliant drag there. It's a really good manoeuvre by Xavier there, getting from fifth up into third. Brilliant little leapfrog, really well done. Let's look down the pack and see how the rest are getting on. Adam Piper under threat from Lewis Edwards, also in that Porsche. Lewis got the inside line there, does seem to have taken that position from Adam Piper. Now it's dropped him back to seventh. Brian Moncari in eighth there, trying to get onto the back of Mr. Piper's coattails. Bit of a gap, Piper not happy, wants to get back into that sixth position. He's not going to get it. As we see Lewis Edwards get round New and Piper get round New. That's dropped New back down to seventh. Those two leapfrog up to fifth and sixth, and they make their way around the chicane. And New there taking a really wide line there. I don't know how far back that's going to drop him. No, he's managed to hold it to seventh position. As you get back up this grid here, it's this sort of go, go, go. It really is. Joker man, Xavier up into first position. Really well done there, sir. Walsh on that, holding his own in that dodge there. In second position there is Walsh, but he's under attack from White in that Lexus. Letting them know he's there, giving him little nudges. Behind all of those guys is Ethan Graham in that Silk Jaguar, waiting to pounce. And he's on the inside line, and he is doing so. He's just leaped up into second position. You can't give him anything. They're fighting all the way through them. Placenta Dennis has been pushed out. That's him gone. That's up. Let everyone through. Everyone's just jumped up another space. Everyone's happy about that. Unfortunately, apart from Mr. Walsh, who's just been squeezed out there, who took advantage of that spot there. I'm going to tell you who took advantage of that spot there is this gentleman, Mr. Mr. Vulcan, Mr. Lewis, I was going to say. And Rotary's now jumped up into second position, Mr. Ethan Graham. Really holding that squad there, and Lewis now trying to get past Mr. White. So no joy as of yet, but he's got the pace on him. He's looking to see if he can take him on the outside. Going to try and guess what the movements of that Lexus. Is that White is probably playing on controller compared to the wheel, what Lewis is playing on. White just catching him there on the inside there, but Lewis managed to get that position made, and he's up into third point. He's up in the third. Really well done here. He's going to chase down an old adversary. He's had him for a very long time. That is fellow teammate Ethan Graham in that Jaguar. I'm going to leave the top three now for a moment, as they've all got a good gap on them. We'll move further down this field here to see what's going on. Harry Green has made it all the way from the back of the grid up to sixth position already. I'm telling you,
He's a tenacious man. 3 laps into this 9. 1/3 of the way through, and he's already halfway up the pack. 2/3 to go. God knows where he'll be. He's just eyeing up the back end of Adam Piper there, just trying to close that gap down. And he is doing so. And his teammate, Thomas Walsh, is in 7th there. Doesn't want to get too close to Harry. Wants to make sure they give each other just slip and don't punish each other. And Piper is getting absolutely trounced upon by Mr. Green. He's just looking to see when's the best time to take this line. He's pushing hard into that corner. See if he can push hard and late through this one, get as much speed down through this section as he can do. Both holding that line, cutting that corner nice and deep. 202nd there. Surprised not looking up the inside. He is trying to look up the inside. A little bit pushing and shoving there. What's going on? And who knows who's going to take advantage of all of that? It's going to be Mr. Walsh. Mr. Walsh coming through up into 6th position. And Harry Green making it go through there. So both Supras there through after a fairly spectacular late braking there by Mr. Piper into that first chicane. Those two really doing well for the team tonight. Going to get some good points for them. Going to go back on the field and see how it's all getting on. At the moment, really resounding performance here by Xavier. Let's just get on him here to just show how he's getting on. Just to prove that, you know, given his time and space, this guy he knows how to race. Granted, he's not had as many podiums this season as others have done, but there is a lot of good talent in this league, and it just goes to show how hard it is. And with that, Vulcan just gets pushed out into the gravel pit, and Rotary says, no, I'm second, you're 3rd. Sorry, Lewis. It's Graham. I'm going to say it's Graham time, but it sounds really weird, but it is. It's Graham time. So there we go. Harry Green trying to catch back up with Mr. White there, who's held on to 4th position, starting from, I believe, 3rd at the beginning of this race, and only dropping down 1 position from there. So doing quite well to hold in there, Mr. White. He does have the likes of Harry Green chasing him down. Behind Harry we've got Walsh. Behind Walsh we've also got Bobby. Let's not wait this man out at all. Someone who can prove that he can push when he wants to is Bobby, and that's what he's doing now. Trying to make manoeuvres on Walsh here. Up on the inside, and he has done. He's bullied his way through. Really well done. And now he's going to go maximum attack down into this corner here, but the problem is Walsh will have the benefit of being able to take a better line through here, or a different line, and try and muck him up, but he's not going to. Bobby taking a really good line there. See if he can close down that 0.8 the gap between him and Harry in 5th position. Harry doing a sterling job of chasing down poor Mr. White here. Mr. White will be under pressure coming on this corner here, as Harry does look to go up the inside. He is going to do it. Not much Mr. White can do apart from giving that space, and he has done. Let's hurry up in the 4th. So we now have Vulcan making a brilliant little dive round the inside there on Graham, trying to make that manoeuvre stick. Trying to go, thank you very much. That's for the gravel pit a couple of laps ago. I'm going to hold this for 2nd position here. And while that's all going on, Xavier is just making that 1st place ever more solidified. Now up to 3 seconds. Vulcan, and Graham pushed too hard down that hill, and that's not what Graham wants to do. Not with Mr. Hill's 4th position. No, he's not 4th position, he's now 3rd position. He's absolutely decimating this field right now, chopping through the back of the field all the way up into 3rd, so he's already back into a podium position with 3 laps to go. 3 laps in, he was up halfway through. Another 3 laps in, he's into a podium. 3 laps to go. Has he got to take a top spot? We don't know. I'll tell you what, if someone who can, it's definitely Mr. Green, and he's going to prove us right tonight. That's what he's going to do. He's going to prove us right. As well as he's going to prove us wrong, that's definitely not what he's going to do. He's going to prove us right. As he eyes down Vulcan in that Porsche. Vulcan not really caring too much. He's trying to chip away at that lead between him and Xavier in front of him, which he is doing. He's taking it down by about a quarter of a second here. So slowly starting to make a manoeuvre. See if we can catch him. Get back on board here with Bobby. Bobby wanted to get some more action on the go. Rotary not happy that he's already lost his 3rd position. He doesn't want to give away his 4th. But the problem is Bobby's got the speed through these corners, and he's harassing him. So we see Adam Piper do the same thing to Walsh behind him. Ah, I said, oh, sorry, didn't forgive me. That's McEwen doing that to Walsh behind him. Rotary now into 5th position, and Bobby up into 4th. We're going to get back down here. McEwen not managed to get round Walsh here. And White pushing all the way back there. A lot of people pushing too hard through that corner, catching the grass there. And everyone is now catching up with everyone. Rotary under a lot of pressure from McEwen behind him. McEwen right up behind him now. Walsh lost out a place. He's lost out 2 places now. He's dropped back down into 9th position, beginning back up into 6th, 7th. Oh, everyone's going everywhere, so we're getting a bit squirrely at the end of this race. What a lovely pan pit picture. As Graham tries to hold his line, McEwen wants to take advantage of it, wants to get away from the lights. Piper nipping at his heels and White nipping at his heels. How's he getting back on up front here? We're all looking pretty gapped and spaced out. Vulcan making that 2nd place stick. Be really good 1-2 for the Porsche team if they can make this work. Xavier 1st, Lewis 2nd. And then you've got the Supra of the Aces team, headed by Mr. Harry Green in 3rd. Then let's put him away for any second here. We've got Bobby in 4th, trying to track down that, squeeze down that 1.2 second gap. With 2 laps left, I'm not sure. Let's get back down to where the action is happening. This is with Ethan Graham under maximum attack here from Lewis McEwen. And Ethan bucking up a bit there. Lewis wanted to see if he can come back round. He's right behind him. Both drivers pushing as hard as they can do. McEwen going to make a manoeuvre. He's going to try. No, he's not. He's going to fake him. He couldn't do anything on the inside there. Jaguar shut that door. The question is, can he keep close enough behind him now to make something into this next corner, the up-down corner, the down-up corner? This is a hard corner to defend against, and especially when you're only 200 of a second behind someone. You can take that different line last minute, and they're not going to be able to do anything about it. So what were they going to do here? Coming into this nice wide line for the pair of them, trying to squeeze in early. Graham trying to close off that line as much as he can do, as Liam was trying to capitalise on it. And he's defending well here against this BMW, because that is all he can do, because behind that BMW is a train of cars. We've got his teammate Adam Piper not too far behind him. Then followed by Thomas Walsh in that Supra. And we've just seen, I believe, Big Innie go off a little bit there, and he has done. He's absolutely spanned there, dropped back down to 11th position, 12th position. If he doesn't watch out, that could even be a 13th or 14th. Let's get back up with these guys here. Rusty making manoeuvres on Brian. And Adam Piper sniffing all over the back of the action here between Liam and Ethan. But Ethan being solid with his defending, really is. Not letting Liam take any spot at all there. So we are going to have a quick look back up the field to see what's going on. At the moment, Bobby is doing a phenomenal job of catching up with Harry. It's only half a second in it between them there. Then only half a second between Harry and the Porsche of Lewis Edwards in front of him. So far, I'm going to give full credit to Xavier, who's managed to hold that 2.5 second gap, and if he does, takes his first podium, I believe. And that would be brilliant for the Porsche team if he can do. At the moment, Lewis is trying to defend against the likes of Bobby and Harry. And Harry's under attack from Bobby here really badly. Bobby all over the back of him. Harry. Bobby all over the back of Harry. Harry all over the back of Lewis. Unfortunately, this is one of the corners where there's not much you can do. All three drivers getting to that right-hand side of the track, trying to defend as much as they can do. Both late braking, trying to get wide. And Harry's pushed up into second position. Is Bobby going to squeeze past him in a third? No, he isn't. He's holding that spot. Really well done there by Harry. Not much defending you can do there by Vulcan. You've got two cars on you. Trying to defend against both of them is ridiculously hard. Can Bobby make any manoeuvres on this last final lap? He's trying to down on the inside. He just can't get around there. And that's going to be a brilliant podium here. So let's get round on to Joker Man here, taking his first podium here. Brilliant stuff. 2.5 gap between him and second position there. So a brilliant 1-2. Well, it was going to be a brilliant 1-2 for the Porsches, but at least a brilliant podium finish for the Porsches. As we get Xavier first, Mr. Green second, Lewis Edwards third, then Bobby in fourth, followed by Ethan Graham fifth, Adam Piper sixth, Thomas Walsh seventh, and eighth Liam McEwen. Wow, what a race. I don't know if you can hear me, but my voice is raspy. Really well done there for Joker Man. Really, really well done. First podium that I've seen him get, at least first position podium I've seen him get. So good on him for that. The Porsche guys are going to be really happy with that. Vulcan's going to be shaking his hand in the pits afterwards, saying good job, you've done our team proud. This second race, I don't know who I'm going to call it. I'm going to call Mr. Green for this one, even though Bobby Dawson did a sterling job getting up into fourth. Mr. Green has come back from being back of the grid up into second position for this race, so good on him. First position on the first race and second position on the second race. Good on all of them there. Well done to everybody. Before we see the last bits and pieces, again a massive thank you to our sponsors, Master Grafix, and I'm going to leave this here. Congratulations, my man. Up 6 paces as well. What a good fight for you. Really well done there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tonight. If you've been watching, it's been a brilliant GT3 night. I'm going to let these guys get on. I'm going to let everyone else get on, but thank you for watching. And again, thank you for the guys at Full Throttle Racing for letting me do this commentary for them. Thank you to Master Graphics for being our sponsor, and thank you for tuning in and watching. From us, it's good night and toodaloo.